What happens if you choose or stay with this person or this path? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another general pick a card reading. So this reading was kind of based off of the kind of endings and beginnings that we're having a lot of right now in the collective and the energy at this time. This is a timeless reading, so it should resonate no matter when you come across it. But I'm recording this at the beginning of 2026, and numerologically it's the number 1 year. So there are a lot of 111 dates or 1111 dates this year, signifying like harsh endings and very aligned new beginnings. Like it's transformative. It's a transformative time this year or whenever you come across this for you. So it prompted this reading that I collaborated with Spirit on and my guides, my higher self, and our collective higher selves on what happens if you choose this person, stay with this person, or choose this path or stay with this path. I kind of made it a little bit more general so it can cover more situations for more people. And I've come to find that it's really good to tune into yourself and pick paths that align with yourself. Make sure you stay true to yourself. That's honoring your own path. But oftentimes, we're a social creature. We align with the world, the path, the reality of the people that we come across. This could be acquaintances, coworkers, family members, friends, neighbors, so on and so forth, community members, whatever. We collaborate with them. We choose to mesh our energies with them a little bit or a lot. And people are often the doorway to new worlds, new perspectives, and new paths. So you often choose things in your life depending on who you're aligned with. And you can find new opportunities through people, new pathways for your life through people as well, old or new, So I feel like people and paths are usually very aligned, and sticking to your own authentic path is really good, making sure you choose yourself. But although everyone kind of genuinely lives a truly lonely life, you live in your own head, you collaborate with other worlds or other people and therefore other paths. This is how it opens up. And you get to choose. It's like so strongly divinely aligned that you're most likely gonna 99.9% choose that path, but you get to choose ultimately. And so this reading is going to reflect that. I really hope you enjoy it. It's a new format. Hope you like it. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile one. We're looking at what happens if you choose or stay with this person or path. It's a new spread that I collaborated with Spirit to make. So we're going to look at you, this person or path, and the energy between the two of you now, in the recent past and future. And is this helpful to you mentally, emotionally, relationally, and even money-wise, work-wise, home-wise? So it's going to be a big spread, but we're going to go through it pretty quickly, as quick as I can. So let me know if you like this. Oh, and just to let you know, I do have my yearly overview reading available at this time. It's $60, which is like I usually charge double for that type of reading and that length of reading. And I really pay attention to what you want to see for the energies in the year. And really focus on what Spirit thinks is most important and most interesting, what you might want to know, look forward to this next year, and and what you have specific questions about. So I really tune into your energies and make it very, very personal to you. If you're interested in that, for a limited time, that is available. You can find the link for that below. So let's get started. you and this person, the energy between the two of you, what is that like? The Tower. Oh my goodness. Pile 1. I'm glad you came by for this reading because it was, I feel like, crucial. I definitely feel like your spirit guides have been kind of alerting you to this situation. This person or situation is coming in really hot, and there's explosions here. Like, they're really shaking up your life in a very, very big way. And vice versa, you're shaking up this person's life as well. I feel like both of you are coming into, like, meant to cross paths at this time to, like, really change the direction of your life and their life. Okay, for you, this was kind of like a moment where you can kind of really get very, very harsh truth about this person or this situation. Like, enough is enough. Like, this is kind of one of those moments where it's like, okay, I want to see if this was going to work out or not. And in the recent past, it seemed like something was kind of off, and I want to just know for sure. And I feel like you got your answer. Like, I feel like this is a situation where you kind of needed it to happen because you needed to know the truth. You needed to know if this was going to be ultimately good or not. King of Cups in reverse. I feel like you kind of broke it down for this person or situation the best way possible. I feel like you came at this with so much kindness and with so much optimism and hope, and you're kind of like giving it a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance. I feel like you were kind of really, I feel like you give people like a lot of chances, or you put a lot of hope into things and people's and situations, and like that's just who you are. I feel like you're also very realistic, good head on your shoulders, because you're like, I'm giving this person a chance. If they don't follow through, then that's it. Or, this situation and this place, this workplace or this environment, one more chance. And if it fails, then that's it. I got my answer. And I feel like you came at it with so much love. I feel like this person or situation, they genuinely had a lot of love for you, this environment or this place or people. They genuinely had a lot of love for you, but like that's not enough. Like, just because someone says they love you doesn't mean that they're the best for you, If they can't love you in the way that you need or support you in the way that you need, like, that's great that they love you. You can give that love back, but you don't have to keep yourself in that situation or that relationship or whatever, right? So that's the kind of situation I'm getting with this person or situation. Yeah, because let's look real quick. Like, what are you receiving and what are you giving? I feel like whatever transpired with this person, like, I feel like it's kind of bittersweet because, like, you kind of know, like, this person helped you kind of finish some things up in your life, and like they genuinely were giving a lot of love to you as best as they could. And that's the kind of thing, like, even if a person or situation is giving you their best might not be enough for where you are at this point. You know what I'm saying? But there were some good times, and this person did genuinely help you in the long run, and you helped this person in the long run. It was just kind of one of those things that, unfortunately, it was a short-lived situation or relationship, or there isn't much more left that you two can kind of give to each other at this time. So kind of like you had to kind of just let energies run its course and kind of finish up, This person, what were they receiving and giving? I feel like this person or situation, like, they were kind of in a rough situation. Like, maybe they were kind of in, like, the reason that the two of you, or you in this situation, or you and this person even aligned in the first place, is because this person or situation was healing. They were on a healing journey. They were kind of doing their work. But I feel like you kind of maybe completed what you needed to complete, and this person is kind of still in it. And maybe they're looking to you for some answers, for some hope, for some love, for some clarity. And I feel like sometimes, like, when you kind of move past a person or situation, you kind of grow more than that person or situation. they kind of look at you as like a lifeline, you know, like hoping that you can be the thing that kind of elevates them out of the situation faster, or this situation or environment can, you know, kind of take their bandwagon and put it onto your cart and like rise up with you, like you're the ticket out. And even though you could help this person here, like a little bit here and there, how much they helped you, you're not responsible for what happens with this person or situation. Like it's something that has its own energy, its own cycle. It's not part of yours. Like it has its own life that it needs to kind of not heavily rely on you. That's not your responsibility, I'm hearing. And then in terms of this situation right now, giving and receiving, yeah, I definitely feel like it's run its course at this point. You are going to be giving way more than you are receiving from this relationship or this connection or situation. And it's not going to give you more. And you kind of absolutely know that. And I feel like there was like a tower moment recently with you and this person or situation that kind of made you kind of feel like, okay, you know, there were some sweet times, there were some good times, you know, but it's kind of run its course. Okay, so let's back that up with like what happened recently with you and this person, this situation. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person came into your life because they, with the 2 7s here, you kind of help them remember what they should be doing. You help them align them with their path. Like I feel like they kind of were in a place in their life where they're like, I'm not sure what I should do. And you being a very like light-bearing soul, as most people who come across this channel usually are, like you were kind of their beacon, their lighthouse to kind of redirect, like set a new course for their life, get more ideas, and kind of remember what their life is really about and what they have the potential for. And so that's kind of the energy I'm getting for on their end. They were kind of an energy, both of you are each other's energy for bringing in more stability and the right kind of long-term relationships or work, kind of like bringing in more of who you are. I do feel like I'm getting like a final test kind of energy here to bring in more of who you are, feeling more secure in that, and then bringing in more things in your life according to who you are, more long-term things according to who you are. So both of you kind of came in each other's lives at the right time to kind of bring in more stability in who you are, and then things that resonate with that. I feel like with the King of Cups here, both of you came at this connection with a lot of love. I feel like you showed it first. I feel like you are such a kind, compassionate person in general that this person was able to kind of let down their guard and be kind and compassionate to you because that's who they really are, but they kind of forgot about it because they got kind of jaded. But even if you feel like you were kind of jaded in the recent past, like that's just who you generally are. Like even if you're jaded and going through a hard time, you just still show your light, pile 1, and that's not a minor thing. So you see how you kind of influence this person to show their light again, because this is someone who's been kind and compassionate, but they kind of got jaded and they need someone to show them and like show humanity to them again. And you did that, even if you were kind of in a place where you are not on solid ground yourself yet. So both of you kind of brought in that stability for each other again in who you are. It was short-lived, I'm getting, but it was necessary. It was helpful on both sides. Yeah, receiving and giving. Yeah, I do feel like you were still guarded when you kind of in the recent past with this person's situation. But you're just so magical, pile 1, that you can't help but just being your true self, even if you're in a not so good place yourself. You've done so much work already that you inspire people even when you're not at your best anymore, you know? And I feel like this person with the 10 of Swords in reverse here, they still have a lot to go on their healing journey. But since you've done so much on your healing journey, anyone that crosses your path, even like that started their healing journey, gets inspired, gets motivated, gets some inspiration, gets some direction and clarity on their own path. You're someone's like, you're people's like, you're good people's like rest stop. That's not good. Like rejuvenation well. You know, you kind of rejuvenate people's energies who are on the light path, maybe not as far along as you, even if you feel like you're not even having a good day or week or month. Like you're still hold so much light that in the recent past, like you helps people even if you didn't know. And the proof is in the pudding here. So receiving and giving. Yeah. See, you're kind of like had some barriers in regards to your home, but you're like, I can't give that much. But even though you're at a place you couldn't give that much, you still gave. And that opened this person's heart and home up in order to give more compassion and kindness to people again. Victory. They're like, here's someone who actually cares, who showed up or did something good for the community. Like they were inspired by you. Okay, and then going into then we're going to do, is this person good for you mentally, emotionally, this person or path? And then what about physically? And then we're going to look into the near future if you so choose to move forward with this or not. Okay, so mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is this person good for you? Are they good for your health? Are they good for like relationships? Yeah, I feel like this person kind of, they gave you, like you were kind of holding space for them to kind of give them rest and be like, hey, like there are good people do exist in the world. Like they were that kind of person to you too. Like they were someone who you could kind of just build a temporary home with. I feel like this is kind of an energy of like two people crossing paths and providing each other with what they needed in that moment. Maybe it's very temporary, very short-lived, but in that time, in that moment, both of you kind of gave each other a feeling of home and comfort that both of you kind of were really wanting at that time. Yeah, so in terms of with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse here, it wasn't like you two were going to be like best friends forever or get married, or it wasn't going to be like a workplace that you see yourself, in for like 5 years, maybe not even a year. But it was exactly what you needed now, and you know it, and exactly what this person or this situation needed now, and you know it, and they know it. Okay. Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. There's this energy where the both of you kind of opened up each other's heart to be like, there are good people out there. Like I can find my person or my tribe or my ideal like work situation. Like both of you really, really helped each other kind of open that door up. And it feels like sometimes like your heart just needs like to rest a little bit. And I feel like this was like really kind of like, I feel like it was a mutual beneficial friendship, because even if you were dating this person, or even if this was just an acquaintance or someone that you met in a group or community or just a workplace, I feel like it was just it was like a friendly vibe. Like it was just like something that you're like, I can crash here for a little bit, that type of energy. Yeah, it feels like not even like a friend. It was kind of like a friend of a friend's. You're like, I don't really know this person, but they came highly recommended, and I need a place to crash for a few weeks or a few months or something like that. And you two ended up being like more friendly kind of friends, in the meantime, and it was mutually beneficial. It worked out, but like, it kind of, it did what it was supposed to do. You know, both of you were like, didn't know you needed this, but like really needed this, you know? That's sort of the energy, the kind of vibe I'm getting. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. The Ace of Cups again. Oh, there's a lot of, there's 2 King of Cups, there's 2 Ace of Cups. Like, there's definitely energy, like 2 of Cups here. It definitely felt like what the 2 of you needed at that time. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh. Okay, Queen of Wands. Wow, and the Lovers. Okay, so whatever the situation was, whether it's like work, a romantic situation, or a friendship or family member, whatever this person or path that you were thinking of when you picked this pile, it absolutely 100% opened you up for bigger, stronger romantic love, whether it's new or to rekindle the energy within your current romantic relationship. It definitely opened the door up for more romantic love in your life. Okay, and we'll see how that kind of looks in the future, but let's look in the physically, like money-wise, work, environment, a physical home. Is it helpful? Yeah, it brought in the right energy. So this person brought in a lot of downloads and clarity and opened you up to things that like you are going to be doing in the future. This person or situation might have even given you a head start on things that you wanted for your life, but you weren't like actively doing at this time. They probably got you a head start on like getting started on those things that you will have in the future. So see, that's the sign. Like this person, like they brought in a lot of like influences that you wanted to do for yourself, but like you're like maybe in the far future, and this person's like, no, the time is now. Angels were working through this person to remind you like this isn't like a year, 2, 5, 7 years in the future. It's right now. You can start these things right now. You're bringing in the energy for that type of home or relationship or environment, community right now. This person probably like force you to start some of these hobbies or interests or projects that you plan to do for yourself in the future. Okay. Judgment in reverse and the Fool card in reverse. Yeah, this person kind of gave you like a jump start on what you're going to be doing in the next cycle. And let's see, receiving, giving, yeah, the couple here. Yeah, both of you kind of were like opposites, but there's something that you guys had like aligned interests, like you had similar interests or something like that. And it really kind of jump started the passion that you guys had for this interest or this work or whatever for each other. You guys were like, I'm getting like similar but opposite. Like I do feel like someone lives more in the spiritual realm and someone lives more in the 3D physical realm, but that doesn't matter. Both of you, even though you were so opposite in your energies, were so aligned and could agree on a lot of like fundamental morals and like vision for the future. And that's like, I feel like both of you needed that. Like you both needed like to come across someone who lived on the other side, like who believed in other, like saw reality in a different way, but still could get on board with you on the same kind of topics or same kind of policies or laws or issues and or interests, things that you are, you know, music, art, whatever, and push each other to go for it. It was really necessary for the both of you to kind of, coming from 2 different worlds, still agree on some of the same things and inspire each other to continue in that. I feel like if you met someone like on the same page as you, it wouldn't have influenced you creatively as much as finding someone who lives in an opposite reality from you but have the same interests. Does that make sense? This could be more than one person that, you know, fits this type of energy in your life right now or recently. Maybe this is like very similar to someone who, you know, because what I found is like you have similar types of people come into your life in cycles. And so it's kind of important to see like what the commonality of this type of person coming into my life, what commonalities they have, and why what are they trying to show me. That's kind of usually important. Okay, like if one person leaves and then someone similar comes through later, like there's like something there that you might have not picked up on. Okay, physically, the situation, I feel like it was more of like a clarity thing between the two of you. Like you helped bring in clarity for this person, and this person was going through some emotional healing that you might have already finished. And just being a really emotionally healed person around someone who's going through in the middle of their emotional healing can be very grounding. So they might have just called you in divinely just so they can have grounded energy, so they can like reset and then like move forward with their healing again. I feel like for you, Pile 1, you also have this ability to kind of channel. I'm getting like give good advice to people, or I feel like you're being kind of guided by your guides to open up more about like what you know, your information, the knowledge and wisdom that you carry. Like it's really helpful to people, and I feel like there's like a humbleness to you, Pile 1, but like you're getting kind of encouraged to like help people in this way, or to kind of assist people in that way, you know? Okay, and then lastly, they're receiving and giving. Yeah, see? Both on their side, both of it was like they have some healing to do, and you really, really help them align themselves in more ways than one, not just relationship-wise, but I'm getting like relationships with their friends and family, but also their health and their work, their career, their pursuits in life, their interests. Like you really kind of brought that up to the surface for them again. Like you kind of renewed their energies, renewed their hope, and you inspired them to go after it again. And they really needed that, because I feel like they were doing healing work. And like if you do too much healing work without the fun stuff, like the inspirational, creative things that you're passionate about, it gets kind of heavy. And I feel like it got kind of heavy for them. And so you kind of like rejuvenated their energies in that way. Okay, so let's see now what happens in the future. If you stay with them, if you kind of leave it at this time, maybe to pick up in the future, or to completely end this connection or situation. Okay. So I do feel like this person was always meant to they were kind of your sign, your signal to your spirit, to your higher self, that you're ready for something new. So this was always meant to kind of push you in a new direction. And I'm getting like without this person, but this person isn't going to hold you back. I just feel like you're starting such a new cycle that you're not going to really have time for this person or situation, at least in the foreseeable future, in the near future. Receiving and giving. Yeah, I feel this person or the situation definitely came into your life to kind of push you in the right direction. And right now, that's all you have to focus on. You're not focusing on this person or anything in your past. You're great. I see that you are grateful to this person. But right now, it's time to focus on the new. And you have to like complete like planning the new, thinking about the new. I don't think you really have time for this person or the situation anymore, really. If you were to kind of hold on to this person right now, yeah, it's not going to be. Like, I feel like this person is going to be a little bit needy or clingy just because of the nature of both of your energies. They're kind of in a healing state, and they see you as like a ticket out. You kind of did what you were supposed to for them at this time. They did for you what they're supposed to at this time. So at this point, it's going to be an unbalanced relationship if you continue it. So it's kind of really recommended for you from Spirit to kind of you know, they got the energy that they need to now sit with and do something with. You gave them inspiration, you gave them the tools, the clarity. Now they need to kind of do something with it, and they need to be alone to do that, or with their vibe. You will just get drained unnecessarily. I feel like it would be kind of, even with this like 5 of Pentacles here, like it's gonna not be helpful to you to be with this person. It will be a drain to your energies. And it will kind of keep you stuck in a place you don't need to be in right now if you kind of stick around. But if you kind of choose to move past this person, Ten of Cups, and we saw that here. Like they were definitely that one, the last person that comes in to kind of push you in a new direction in terms of romantic love, and also like soul tribe, family type love. That was always kind of going to be the case. And for them, you really kind of push them in a new direction for work. You're going to really inspire them to kind of live up to their potential in terms of what they're meant to do for work, especially. So that's a really good vibe. I do feel like you guys might not be, or the situation and you might not be keeping in touch in the future, just because it's like it's kind of served its purpose. I mean, I'm going to see. Yeah, I do feel like it's kind of obvious to both parties here that like what was meant to happen has happened, with like what's meant to be, what was supposed to help with the situation is helped, and now it's kind of like, you know, you go on your separate ways now. Not that you guys couldn't bump into each other in the future or catch up or something like that, but I do feel like it's kind of like, oh, I wonder how that person is doing. Let me see. Maybe look up on social media, or, you know, maybe text them or call them once in a while, or maybe once in the future. But it's kind of, you know, it's like kind of more just like thoughts, like, oh, I remember a time when, you know, I hung out with this person, we did this, or when I was in this type of situation. It was kind of that type of thing. It's like just kind of, you both just kind of fondly think about this situation or this time or whatever, and that's kind of it. All right, pile 1, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment. Let me know if you like this topic or this kind of spread, or if you want me to kind of, I can make it like kind of smaller and make it more concise if you want like a similar reading, but like a little bit more kind of to the point, if you're interested. And yeah, with that, I do have that yearly overview reading if you want to know, which is really, really interesting. We go into like health, home, you know, career, money, spiritual, like are you aligned with your life path, and then love. And it's like really interesting, like see like, you know, what's going on this year that Spirit wants to check in with you on. But besides that, leave me like a comment to support. I'd really appreciate it. Much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2. We're looking at what happens if you choose or stay with this person or path. It's a new spread, so we're going to look at what's happening between you and this person or situation and the energy between the two of you right now, and then quickly look at the past and near future, and how does it help you like mentally, emotionally, like relationship wise, health wise, and how does it affect you even with money and work and your environment and success and stuff like that. And like, should you like, you know, potentially stay with this connection or not? Oh, sticky. I'm sorry. She only comes in when it's like a very highly like spiritual, very strong energy. So, okay. Right, sorry about that. So let's get started. You and this person or situation, what is going on there right now? The High Priestess. Okay, so both of you are getting like a lot of downloads. Like you guys are connecting very strongly, even if you guys aren't together physically, but some of you are connecting physically and therefore strong, but more powerfully energetically. Like maybe this is someone you don't see a lot in the physical, and so I feel like if there's like a physical union type of energy happening, then like you two are getting much stronger downloads, even if this is like in the near future that you're having a physical union. There's like a huge like amount of downloads coming in for both of you. There's a lot of things aligning, but if you two are do see each other a lot, the physical, or even like communicate to each other a lot, because I am getting, there's a little bit of a no contact situation. So I don't know if this person is at a distance, or if this is someone that you don't talk to often, you see once in a while, or you haven't heard from for a long time. But I'm getting this like very powerful energetic connection right now. Both of you are kind of have a very strong energetic and spiritual union at this time, where you're downloading a lot of things about the other person, about the situation, or about I'm hearing sharing information. So whether it's like a person or a situation or a place, like you're getting a lot of downloads from this person because you're connecting to this or place or situation. You're getting a lot of energy downloads from this energy right now, and it goes both ways. So yeah, both energies here are getting so many downloads. Let's see your energy. Yeah, I feel like there's an energy of like something happening quick in the physical, and it has to do with this person or situation. Page of Wands. Yeah, so Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Yeah, there is an energy of both of you kind of being the downloads that you're getting is like kind of telling you to take some sort of action. So there is some sort of some sort of union between you and this person or energy, and it is alerting you both that it's time to take action or do something. There's major physical changes happening with you and this energy right now, and I feel like it's stronger for you, but it's still strong for them, but it's like stronger for you. It's more, let's say, it's going to push the door wide open for you more so than this person. It's still going to for this person, but I feel like it's more for you at this time. And yeah, this energetic or even physical union happening between the two of you right now is what's catalyzing. It's like spirit saying like it's go time. Time for you guys to go. You guys are going to come together energetically right now to push each other in the right direction, to show you guys this is the right action or right thing to do right now. So both of you are coming together at this time to signal to you, to the other person, it's go time to take this type of action. And they're going to be really influential in what type of action this is. Okay, so let's see. For you, receiving and giving. Okay, so I do feel like it's kind of like you were given direction from the universe. And then it's kind of like, yeah, do this, but hold off on the other information. So I feel like you got some information that's actionable, but then it's kind of like things are going to unfold. Like I'm getting that you're getting guidance that like you got the first step, you got the first part of this like treasure map, and you have to wait till you get to the next destination to get the other piece of the treasure map. I mean, that's what I'm kind of getting a little bit. Okay, what about this person? What are they? The Tower in reverse and the Hierophant. Wow. So for them, it's a really good luck that you happen to be coming into their life right now. I do feel, I don't know, for some sense, like I do get it's like physically, even if it's like energetically at first, or energetic union at first, I do see some sort of physical union or physical connection or communication with this person, even if they're at a distance, or even if it's been a long time since you heard from this person or something like that. I do feel like there's a physical, like the reason that the downloads are so deep and the message you're getting from the universe is like so physical oriented, like action oriented. Like I do feel like it's because the downloads that are coming in are so much more deeper because there's a physical aspect to this union, if that makes sense. Maybe the both of you are working on the same project. Maybe the both of you are meeting up or in the same city or something like that. But there's a physical aspect to this union, to this energetic union, which is why you both are getting very actionable plans from the universe right now. Giving and receiving, receiving and giving. Yeah. So they're they have their energy is bringing in something very solid for you, something very profound for you. Okay, let's see what that could be. Giving, receiving and giving. Yeah, there's some sort of magic. Okay, so the universe is using the two of you and this connection or this situation in you and the energy between the two of you as a conduit to give you very specific, clear heads up on what to do next. This is a gift from the universe, I'm hearing. Both of you can feel it because I feel like you and this energy are like, wow, like this is a very clear, there's no other way to cut it. This is what I need to do next kind of thing. Yeah, and receiving, no, this is receiving, giving union. So giving union. Yeah, I feel like it's like I feel like you and this other energy or person or people like haven't been together for a long time or ever before, or yeah, there's some sort of union energy where you haven't been with this energy or this person or these people for a long time, or this place or situation. So it's like a very profound union. They're bringing in, this person really powerful is powerfully bringing in something that's going to be like earth shattering for you. Like the knowledge, the wisdom, or the clarity that they are going to bring to you is going to really set you off on a new path. Okay, and I feel like you got like the first step or the first couple of steps of what to do next, like actionable things. And you're going to get the next piece like when you get there or something like that, or when you finish this or something. Okay, so let's quickly look into the past energies between you and this energy and see if there's anything that you need to know from that, how it's evolved. The Chariot in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, and the World in reverse. Wow. Okay, so this is like very recent past. So I do get, that's why I'm kind of getting this like Knight of Wands energy. It's very much like abrupt energy. Like this is energy that's kind of like pack your bags, you're going tomorrow kind of energy. Like it's very sudden news type of energy. And I do see some traveling with the Chariot and the World card with you in this energy. So I do feel like there's physical movement to physically meet or to physically come across this person or this energy or this situation or this environment, this type of energy, right? Four Swords in reverse, like it's go time. Four Swords upright is kind of like take rest or something like that. For me in reverse, Four Swords always meant like you've been in a rest energy and like, or rest up really quickly because it's going to be go time very soon. Okay, so receiving, new start, new energies. Yeah, so whatever this person is bringing in for you, or whatever this like event that unfolds for you in regards to this person and this union is going to really set you on a new path, on a new course in life. And I do feel like it's the end of a cycle. It's like that's why I feel like I'm like, this is the energy of someone or something, a situation or a person or people that like you're closing out a cycle with, because I'm like, you haven't seen this person or interacted with this person for a very long time, and it's kind of like closing out a big cycle for you. And that's why I'm getting like it's important that there's like a physical union or a physical kind of aspect to this union. Okay, and for them, receiving and giving. Yeah, wow, see the Fool card. So this is a huge energy for the both of you. I feel like this is kind of an energy where like you might have started a big cycle with this person and now you're completing this cycle with this person. So that's why it's important that you come into physical union with this person. I just scratched the tip of my nose, so like Spirit's like saying like on the nose, on the nose, on the nose. So it could be more than one person. Like usually sometimes like similar energies can be in different people. They can come around the same time. They can come after you've finished a cycle with one person and then another person enters your life that has a similar energy. And they can be in your life at the same time. There can be multiple people in your life that carry the same type of energy. So that's the type of energy I'm getting here right now with this person or people. That you started this big cycle with this person, or this person being a huge influence, and you're going to complete the cycle with this person. And there's like a huge physical union part of this. Receiving and giving. Yeah. I feel like this person is receiving like a lot of physical abundance and wealth, and they're sharing that like wisdom and how they received that abundance or how they manifested that, or they're giving you some sort of like leg up with your new transition. Like maybe if you're looking for like a new home, maybe they can help you with the down payment or something like that. Or if you're looking for like, with a new life here, I do feel like it's more like if you're looking for like employment, they might be able to help you find a job, or, start this new business opportunity with you or something like that. But I do feel like this person is getting a huge financial windfall. But they are sharing like whatever physical abundance they get to help you start your new path. Maybe it's just wisdom, maybe it's just inspiration, maybe it's like a little leg up with a little cash here. But whatever it is, I do feel like maybe it's a way to get new cash or new kind of stable work or something like that. But this person is going to bring in that energy for you, whether it's directly through them or their influence. Wow. See, I was looking at the recent past, but it was so recent that I'm even talking about the energies now and into the future, because it's kind of all unfolding at the same time, if that makes sense. Okay. And so before we look into the future and how it would affect you if you stayed with this person or chose this person, or maybe chose to go a different way, let's look at quickly how this person affects you mentally and emotionally. If it's a good relationship or health-wise, they help you health-wise, and also like physically with like money, environment, career, home, and that kind of stuff. So in terms of like spiritually, like mentally, emotionally, how is this person helpful? Yeah, both of you are really the Hierophant here twice. Really helped each other kind of move in a new, move on a more aligned path in life. You both really kind of like help each other reach for the highest and best path. And that's not a term that's not a phrase that I used lightly or often anymore, because not everyone wants to choose their highest and best path. Even when I'm setting intentions for a personal reading, I always say the highest and best path that the client or my friend would want, would choose, would prefer, and would like, So like, it's not like the highest and best path isn't always something that someone wants to take on, because, if you sometimes that requires being saint-like or monk-like, and not everyone wants to do that in this lifetime. But like the highest and best that you would want for yourself. And I'm getting like the two of you though, you went for the highest and best, period. Like highest and best no matter what. And that's like a real, you get really tested if you choose like the highest divinely aligned path, That's a really tough path to choose. So there is that type of like kind of like a covenant with the higher power or God here, where you might have been on like a very spiritual path and you chose to go on this really spiritual or long healing journey, knowing that it's like going to be long or maybe never ending, not knowing if there's like an end in sight, if there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, wanting to pursue the highest and best in life, pursue as much knowledge and wisdom for everything that you're interested in about, and uncover as much truth as possible, or like the twin flame energy, even like pursuing the highest level of love for yourself, for the divine, and for a partner that you can, the highest divine partner you can find. Like there's that type of energy, like the highest level of love is what you and this person both kind of set out to choose to get, like the best of the best, you know. Both of you are kind of aligned in that, whether it's in love or in life or whatever, however you two kind of resonate with that. You're like the best of the best, not putting on my limitations, like the best of the best no matter what. And that is what I'm getting. And the Ace of Pentacles here, this kind of door opening, I do kind of sense like both of you kind of really opened the door for each other in like very, very beautiful ways. I feel like maybe you are even non-committal to this person or energy at times, even though you're a very loyal person, even though you're someone who's like, oh yeah, if they ever needed me, I'd be there for them. But I feel like you might have been kind of like, I don't know if this is going to be someone who's in my life or this is going to be an energy that's going to be in my life forever. Being okay if it is, but being okay if it isn't. And I feel like for this person, they were kind of more interested in kind of just what you had to offer. I feel like you had a lot to offer, and it really helped them kind of dive deeper than anyone else could really dive deep with them about whatever that is, emotions, topics of conversation, interests, passions, pursuits, whatever it is. I feel like this person's like, here's a person I can dive deep with, and they were just happy with that. I feel like this person, they definitely receiving, giving. I feel like this person, like, I feel like you with the Page, Knight, and King of Pentacles here, like, I feel like you kind of started off like, oh yeah, like, this is a good person to know and connect with, and it ended up being like very like stable, and this person finds the same thing. Like, they find like home with you. They find like you are their like soul family. And I feel like even for you, you feel like it's like one of those people that make you feel very successful no matter what you have done in life. And it's important to have people like that in your life that makes you feel confident in being who you are. And, you know, it makes you feel like a winner to have this person in your life, right? Even as a friend, as a partner, whatever, family member, whatever this situation is, like I feel like it started off just kind of like, oh, here's someone I can like dive deep with, and then it ended up being like someone that you see as soul family, you know? Okay, but in terms of mental and emotional health, yeah, again, the Knight of Pentacles, and I do feel like it's interesting because even though I feel like the two of you might think that you guys are on the same page, both of you are such deep divers that you guys have a very fundamentally different way of looking at things, even though you guys could dive deep on a lot of topics. And for that reason, I feel like the two of you are even coming together at this time, because there's something about like renewing this energy. Like, you two are going to meet people who are even closer, soul family feeling type of energy, soulmate type of energy, or like, you know, really, really like profound. Like, when you find that profound love with someone, whether it's platonic or romantic, it's like very, like, you know it. Like, you know this is like a special connection, right? Like, I feel like the both of you are coming together because you're about to kind of come into an energy with someone who feels even more like that with you, you know? I don't mean to put a sad like dampen like the specialness of this connection, but I do feel like there's something about closing out an energy, and it is because I do feel like there's someone coming in that's like similar to this energy, but a little bit more resonant to you now, if that makes sense. And which might be kind of crazy because I do feel like you resonate with this person so deeply, but there's this energy of like, but you know, I'm not saying that you guys are gonna cut each other off. I'm just saying like there's this energy of like, you might spend time with this person or situation that resonates with you a little bit more, even though this person resonates with you very, very deeply, or these people resonate with you very, very deeply. Don't worry, we'll look at if this person or situation stays with you in the future, if it's good to, like, you know, check back in or something like that, or what's going to happen there. Cut each other out completely, we'll look at it. But I don't think so, because this seems like a very special connection. Like, you that's like, it's something special in life. Like, you know, you don't often come across like a connection like this. And so you're not going to cut it off for good, I don't think. Okay, well, look. But physically, is this person good for you in terms of money, work, environment, home, success at this time? Okay, for you, it's the Nine of Swords in reverse. For them, it's the Seven of Cups in reverse. And a Five of Wands for the energy. Physically, it's not the best connection for you for physical abundance at this time. I do see with the Five of Wands here that it does seem like a good shakeup. Like, that I feel like there is a union coming in because both of you need like a real good shakeup, and this is like the right person to do it. Someone you connect with that deeply is gonna profoundly, deeply shake up your world. I feel like it's like the universe would only align this if it was absolutely necessary, and this is the time. I do feel like for you, receiving and giving, I do feel like there is a lot of love from this person or situation towards you, and I don't think you deny it, and I don't think you see it as anything negative. Like, it's only very positive, and you're very grateful. And I see like this Two of Wands because it came out in the reverse, and it represents like a door for me, which they want. They kind of want this kind of door opening moment from you, and I feel like maybe they've always known. Maybe deep down, their spirit, their subconscious mind always knew that you were going to open a door for them, and that's why they were kind of a very, very big door or opportunity for them. Then that's why they kind of knew to stick with you. For them, receiving and giving, yeah, I do feel like their wish is about to be granted. Yeah, I do feel like no, they're gonna grant a wish for you. I feel like you open a door for them, and in turn they grant a wish for you. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like it's like a soul contract. I don't know if both of you are aware of this consciously. I don't think so. Even though both of you seem to be very highly spiritual and very intuitive, I do sense that this person is, you're going to open a door for them that's going to bring in a lot of physical abundance, and they're going to grant a wish for you that's going to allow you to kind of make headway in your life as well. Okay, but in terms of physical abundance and the two of you coming together in that sense, the Strength card, receiving and giving. Yeah, I do feel like the both of you are meant to come into each other's lives right now. I do see this like as a positive union, even if it's like a huge shakeup. It's a divinely aligned shakeup. Both of you are coming together to give each other support and strength at this time, and to share some truth. I feel like there's going to be some clarity that comes through when you two kind of talk next time, or I don't know, I'm getting a series of conversations, so you two might kind of take some time to really like talk to each other, hash things out, inspire each other, motivate each other, and give each other some very helpful channeled messages, clarity. I feel like this is going to be like one for the books. Like, this is going to be a jam session. This is going to be a brainstorm session for the books. Like, I feel like the two of you are meant to come together to really inspire each other to move in a very specific and major life-changing direction next. I'm going to look at this because I am interested. So what is this like door that you're opening up for them? What is this door? A fling, partner, and new incoming love. Okay. So I feel like someone comes in that's like, I feel like you open the door for a potential romantic interest for them. Is this like new or someone coming back? New or something coming back. It seems like a new love situation. I do feel like you open the door for them to bring in new love, romantic love into their life. Sorry if this is like a love connection, but I do feel like both of you really had a heavy hand in helping each other in each other's love life, even if you two were romantic partners. But if you're platonic friends or acquaintances or something like that, or just like a workplace or group or situation, I do feel like it had a heavy hand in your romantic life, and you know it. And you, especially you and theirs, you definitely had a huge influence in this person's romantic life. And so don't be discouraged if it's someone that was like an ex or something like that. Like, both of you were meant to kind of help each other move forward in love. But then, like, this wish granted for you, career, because it came out in reverse, I'm getting it's career adjacent, meaning like it might be kind of like a career but not really. Side project, yeah, because I saw a fling, so I feel like maybe this person hasn't been on a date for a long time, or maybe they haven't been able to get past their ex, or maybe they had a very funny like belief system or restrictions on love, and you kind of opened the door up for them in that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they had too many, maybe they considered everything red flags. It's like, okay, like, you gotta stop. Like, not everything is a red flag. Get to know the person a little bit more or something like that. You know, like, you really helped this person kind of open up to new potential love and not like kind of block themselves. Kind of look at love in a different way, or really kind of, maybe you coached them, or maybe you kind of supported them through a difficult romantic situation with them in the past, and potentially you help them with a new romantic situation to kind of get their footing, get their footing in the in love again. And for you, I do think I see a temporary like job situation. Maybe it's like an apprenticeship, or maybe like a mentorship, or maybe even a side gig, or a small business. A crush, yeah. A crush and side project I'm getting, it's like something small, something temporary, not meant to be long lasting. Material things, but it allows you to kind of get the things you need to have the resources for whatever you want to do next. And for them, a romantic interest. Yeah, for them, I definitely see that you open up the door for love for them, which they desperately needed. I feel like even if this is someone that you had a romantic interest in or dated in the past or something like that, like, there isn't that kind of weird feeling, that jealousy feeling of like, oh no, like, I'm helping this person I liked or still like find someone new. I don't see that type of feeling. I do feel like there's like a definite, genuine, like, yeah, we tried it and I still like them, but like, you know, we know it's not gonna work out that way. So I don't mind helping them find new love. You know, maybe you're an expert in that department, or maybe know a little bit more than this person does, or you're just helping your friend, you know, like this person has become your friend if they were your past romantic interest. If not, I do feel like this is like a really good friend or a family member that you've kind of been through the trials and tribulations of love with, and you kind of helped them on their journey. They helped you kind of, and so it's like an honor for you to help this person kind of finally move forward in their love life. And I feel like I do feel like they get like something like a windfall or something. Let me double check. Like, what is this? Like, because they help you out, but like how? Bear, power, boss, leadership. Yeah, this person has some like boss energy and luck. Okay, I feel like this person has maybe a connection or something, or maybe they just have a really good energy. Yeah, I don't know if you team up with them temporarily or this person gives you like a door, like a foot in the door for a potential, like a networking potential, you know, like to get your foot in the door of a certain company or, you know, someone with a name in the industry or business or something like that. I feel like this person it's a total by chance or something like that. Like they happen to know this person or they happen to bump into someone, and I feel like they have such like power and pull that they're able to get you an in. Crossroads. Yeah, I feel like you might be kind of at a crossroads with your career or something. Dog, and then friendship. Friendship helps you out. And the moon. Yeah, okay, fine. Imagination. Okay, I was trying to pull cards to see if like how they specifically help you out with career, and like I see some money or material things, maybe resources. Maybe they hook you up with the right community, or you know, set you up with like someone who might have something that you need in order to start this new career or business or something like that. Experience in the field or something like that, and that's kind of where it is. I do feel like with this energy there it's happening right now, so the spirit's not giving me too much detail, you can tell, but also it's kind of like you have to finish this puzzle piece before they get you the next puzzle piece, if you know what I'm saying. All right, and then to wrap up this reading, we're going to see like once and for all in the near future, is it best to kind of if you like stay with them, or if you just kind of wrap things up right now, maybe keep in touch in the future, or just kind of like go your separate ways, don't think about it right now. What is it like? How is it best for you? Okay, if you stick with them, kind of just stay with them in the moment, and if it comes up in the future, and then go your separate ways. Okay, so I do feel like you stick with this person. I do get that there's a quick physical union, but I do sense this type of energy that like, yeah, the Eight of Wands and twice right now, like this is someone, or this is an energy that will continue to kind of give you big downloads, big inspiration, big motivation, big support. So I do feel like this person is going to be in your life, and you guys might come together in unions every now and then. When the universe is like, you need a big shakeup in your life, bring this person in. And this might be relating to more than one person that you can think of that's like this. Usually if this person, maybe they come up in your dreams, maybe they come up in conversation, maybe they randomly reach out, maybe you randomly reach out to them at times. And that's what to say. Like this is someone who has like a really big, they vibrate on the same frequency as you. So when you two come together, big things happen. And so I do feel like right now it's just kind of like really quick union, because both of you needed a kind of like a big change up, and physical things coming through, because the two of you are in very similar frequency. It's easier for spirit to manifest things when you two are in physical union, but that's probably why you both are kept at a distance or kept in separation for most of the time, because it's too powerful, at least at this time in your life. Okay, so receiving and giving. Yeah, I do feel like there's like a temporary like meetup, and I do get multiple conversations. So I do feel like you guys kind of stay in touch in the physical for a short while to kind of really inspire each other at this time. Okay, in terms of, what if you kind of like stay in touch now, but kind of, I do sense this energy of, with the Five of Wands here, like you guys do come in for a really good shakeup, and I do feel like you guys after that might like kind of take time to yourselves for a little bit to let this kind of all these like changes kind of settle in. I do feel like it's like good changes, so like don't worry about that. Queen of Cups. I do feel like both of you kind of need to self-love, self-care, but also kind of like let the new ideas and inspiration and new pathways that you open up for each other kind of settle into your own lives, into your own energies, if that makes sense. Yeah, wow. The 10 of Pentacles. I do feel like there's an abundance of physical things. That's why I kept getting like physical union, which is kind of weird, but physical union. And then it's also going to bring in a lot of physical abundance, but a lot of opportunities, new doors opening, and new connections, like a lot of things are going to come in for both of you really quickly. You're going to see like how powerful and how profound and how beautiful this really good like soul family relationship is that you have with this person. Because it brings in a lot of stuff physically, and it's probably going to make you guys want to seek each other out and visit each other more often in the future, but knowing that it's like so powerful when you two do that, like kind of you have to build up the energy, the strength, and the power in order to kind of stay in each other's energies more frequently, if that makes sense, in the physical. Okay, and then if you guys just kind of decided to not think about meeting up in the future, call it quits after this, move on. Oh wow, okay, 2 cards I want to come out. The Moon and the Empress. You two are just too powerfully energetically connected. On a soul level, you guys are very, very like strong, like high level soulmates, whether it's platonic or romantic. And so it's like you guys are kind of like tied almost for life. Like if there's anything big and important that you need help with, or that you need a big push in your life like that, or a big download, you two are going to connect. So I do feel like even if you choose not like to go your separate ways, or you choose to stay in touch, it doesn't matter. You two will continue connecting throughout your physical life here, throughout this life, because you two are so, you guys have almost the same frequency. You guys are like soul family. So like no matter what, you're going to connect with each other when big things happen. Doesn't mean you'll always will. Maybe once more, maybe 100 times more, but it doesn't matter. Like I do feel like you two are connected, and if you two call each other, because you two are so similar in frequency and are definitely soul family or soul family adjacent, you'll like be able to call upon each other. All right, so pile 2, I hope that was very helpful and enlightening. If it was, I would love to know with a like or comment. This is a new topic for me and a new spread. I do have a yearly overview reading available just at $60, which a reading like that I usually charge double for, like almost always. So at the half price, $60 yearly overview if you're interested, and we'll go through like health, home, people in your life, career, money, spiritual, like are you aligned with your life purpose right now, and then also love, and anything specific that you have in mind, any specific questions for what you want to know about the year ahead. In what areas. If not, we're going to look at like what spirit thinks is most important, but also most interesting, like what you would really want to know, or like can really look forward to and be excited about. So that's available right now for a limited time this month only. You can find the link for that. You can just email me below and I'll send you the information. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. We're looking at what happens if you choose or stay with this person or path. This is a new topic, a new spread for me. We're going to look at right now you and them, and the energy between the two of you, whether it's a person, people, group, or situation, or type of energy, an environment, a home, or something. And then what energies in the past and future you can find helpful with this connection. Spiritually, how are they affecting you? Physically, your money, your health, your success, how it's affecting you. And we're going to look at that very end, like what happens if you stick with this person or if you don't. Okay, so we're going to look at specifically what's happening in this connection now. Just a reminder, I do have a yearly overview reading available this month only. It's $60, which is half the price of like what that reading usually is. It's usually double that. If you're interested, and we look at like health, home, career, money, spiritual, like are you aligned with your life path right now, and love. If you're interested, and I'll tell you more about that at the end. Okay, so the energy between you and this person or energy, this path. 5 of Cups. Lackluster, I'm hearing. So I definitely feel like this this connection or this energy has kind of been circling the drain. Like it's been kind of like, I feel like you've been kind of hopeful, like maybe it'll change, like maybe it'll get better, or maybe it'll be as good as it was before. But I feel like I'm getting with the even circling the drain, like every time you kind of gave hope to this situation or this location or this place or this person or group, like it just kind of further proved that like it's circling the drain. Like it's kind of ending, and it's not getting much better, and it's not going to get much better. Like maybe the good times have, you know, come to an end. All good things come to an end, right? So it's kind of like you're trying to hold on to something that like maybe both of you are trying to hold on to something that like maybe isn't going to be what it was before. And I feel like for you, yeah, right now, I feel like you're trying to give a lot of love to this connection because it meant something to you. Like it was something really good and something that like, that was something there, that it sparked something in you, and there was a genuine connection and genuine like good times that came from this person or situation. And I feel like there's like a little bit of a union. I feel like this person or situation might have called to you recently. So you might have unexpectedly heard from this person, communicated with this person recently, or even touched base with this person, or bumped into this person, or maybe this situation or place kind of came up in your thoughts recently, kind of like something related to this place. Maybe it's a home that you used to live in, and maybe you got like mail from there or something like that, or you just, you know, there's some sort of energy of this person, place, or thing reaching out to you recently, and you kind of looking back at things with a lot of warmth. And I feel like, because I feel like, you know, you're moving on, and so there's this energy of like love for what was, or something like that. Okay, so your energies, receiving and giving. Yeah, I feel like even though you're giving a lot of love to this person or situation, I feel like it's just confusing you a little bit. I think at this time it might be like you kind of know it's time to move on. It might be kind of holding you back or confusing you a little bit. Like you're like, even sometimes when something might come into your energies that confuses you, like, oh, but should I stay? Like, but they were such good friends, or, you know, they give me a good money here, or something like that. Like it makes you want to kind of stay, but like, you know, you should go. And this energy comes in to confuse you because it wasn't all bad. It was good. There was some good times, but you know is circling the drain. You're not going to get anything more than what you already have from this place or situation or person. You need to go, and you know. So this person or place or thing comes into your life to confuse you, to see like, hey, do you know what's good for you? Do you want to move forward or not? It's your choice. And like, it kind of gives you clarity. It's like you can give love to this person or situation, receiving, giving, but it's not going to be able to give you the amount of love or support or inspiration that you now desire or deserve. You know, I feel like you kind of grew out of this energy, and you're going to give this person or situation or group false hope that you're going to be around, that you're maybe going to stick around or think of them more often than not, you know. So I feel like at this point it's kind of best for both parties to kind of move forward. See the 5 of Cups here, which is the energy of the situation, receiving and giving. Yeah, I do feel like it doesn't make you be at your best anymore, this energy. It did in the past. In the past, it did make you kind of like strive for more, feel sociable, feel like inspired, feel like you're helping, feel like you're doing something. But now I feel like you understand, you're grateful for what this is, what this energy was, and I feel like you're ready. I feel like this was like a training ground. I'm hearing prepare you. I'm hearing it was to prepare you for what's next, prepare you for what's next. It did really, really help you whether it's a person or place, like become ready for more and what's next. Okay. So in the recent past, how does this energy like help you? You, the connection, and the other energy. Yeah. Wow. 2 3 of Swords. Are you kidding me? 2 3 of Swords. That is some tough energy right there. Okay. And the 7 of Swords. Oof. 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 It was rough and tough. It was no holding back. You gave it to this person or place, and they gave it right back to you. It was incredibly difficult, but it was kind of like there was a lot of love there and appreciation for this place or person, but it was like not working at all. And I feel like you knew it. And I feel like they knew it. And it was like heartbreaking for them. It was like confusing for you. And it was a very difficult connection to try to maintain. So whether this is a workplace, whether this is a home or location, whether this is a person or group, it was tough. It was a rough go at it, for sure. Very, very tough in the recent past. What were you receiving and giving in the recent past? I feel like you were getting a lot of experiences that you needed to become the person who's ready for this next thing. And I feel like, no offense, pile 3, like you have such you are working on yourself and your authentic energies and your healing, and you're someone who kind of thinks outside the box. So you triggered a lot of people, pile 3, but in a good way, because you were helping a lot of people. I feel like you're a light worker or have that type of energy where if there's someone around you who needs a wake-up call, when you're in that energy, not light workers, when you're in a peaceful state, you're not going to trigger people who's going to yell at you. If you're in a chaotic state yourself, as a light worker, you will cause chaos for other people. That's how you share your light. When you're in a chaotic state yourself, when you're in a peaceful state, you share your information, your wisdom, your channels, messages in a peaceful way too. But I feel like when you're in a chaotic state, because it feels like you're getting one experience after another, you can see things from a higher perspective. So you can be like, oh, this is why I'm dealing with this positive or negative experience. You're learning a lot in this past situation with this person or place or whatever. But you got a lot of wisdom and knowledge and experience to go forward now. But in the past, it was chaotic. Even though you can see past the chaos and be like, okay, this is all happening for a reason, and see why sometimes, you're triggering the F out of a lot of people around you, because you're a light worker in a chaotic state who is able to bring chaos to a lot of other people that needed it, that were asking for it divinely. Their soul was, right? So that might have been so much fun, right, pile 3? You might have been having that was, not fun at all. Okay, and with this person or situation, Ace of Swords, and reunion, what they're receiving and giving. I feel like this person was also, or the situation was in your life also, so you had a safe place to have all these experiences. You aren't going to be left out in the cold. The universe cares about you because you care about yourself, because you care about your life and living a very divinely authentic life. And because of that, the universe did not allow you to go through all these experiences, good and bad, but I feel like there's a lot of difficult ones for you, alone. So you were sent people that you could help at the same time that they held space for you, and that they kind of gave you a safe place to go through all these experiences. So if this was a relationship, if these were a friend group or a workplace or a home location, I feel like there was a lot of friction between you and this person or place or situation, but you can't deny that they gave you a home to be able to experience all those, like one after another. I'm getting one after another, like experiences and situations that gave you a rapid growth, but dang, was it hard. But it got you ready fast for whatever is next. And we'll look at the future in a little bit, but let's see in terms of mentally, emotionally, health-wise, relationship-wise, is this a good connection for you to stick with? Do you get a lot out of this? I'm getting a yes. But it came out in reverse. So like in the past, yes, it was really, really extremely helpful to you. Even if it was a lot of friction, this person or place or people really held it down for you. They really gave you some structure, or they gave you some groundedness when you were kind of in your, to allow you to be in that chaotic state, you know, if you know what I mean. Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this person is like a ride or die. This person or a situation or location, like they're your ride or die. They will be with you forever. If you ever need help, or if you ever need a place to kind of get grounded in again, this place or this person or this situation or group or work or whatever will be there for you. They might not say it to you right out at this time, but you know it and you can feel it. Like this person, place, or situation will be a place for you to get grounded if you ever need it in the future. Wow. All right, so for your energies, receiving, yeah, I do feel like, and giving, I do feel like I'm getting like a rest. Like I feel like you needed to kind of rest before you kind of lost all hope. I'm hearing, like I'm getting like it was rough and tough, and you needed a like safe place, like a safe home base to come back to in order to kind of replenish your own energies. Because I'm getting, because it was so much like one after another, like you needed to kind of, like the universe secured someone or some situation for you to be able to go through all those experiences one after another. But at the same time, you were still spitting truth. Like I feel like you were still helping people. You're still doing well with your work. You were still I can't even get it out of my mouth, but like you were still upholding your responsibility. But I do feel like because I said withholding, I do feel like it was really difficult to get through some of your responsibilities just because of how like you were being hit one after another. That's why I do get this union energy. Like I do feel like you were given some sort of like person or group or place or work situation that kind of could look out for you when you couldn't manage everything yourself. I'm hearing, because I do feel like it was you were hit so hard and so rapidly that even though I feel like you were doing like divinely everything, you're upholding all your divine responsibilities, but when it came to like I'm getting like day-to-day practical stuff, it's like it got kind of heavy or something like that. So you probably had like someone looking out for you at work or in your relationship or in family or something. Whatever this other energy was, it was looking out for you. Okay, and then for them, receiving and giving. Yeah, because I do feel like you gave a lot of people like more clarity, more mental and emotional clarity, which helped them out. But I feel like they really confused you, even though they gave you like maybe material or physical things like money or a home or a relationship or job opportunities or something like that, like physical things. They weren't helping you mentally and emotionally. They might have even called you crazy, or they might have even like not been able to understand your, I'm hearing far-fetched and like pipe dream kind of vision. So you were able to help people mentally and emotionally, but they were only able to help you in small ways in terms of like physical means, but not in the ways that you needed it in this chaotic time. That's something that you learned, I'm hearing, is like you need people around you that can support you, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. And that's kind of like how you run. Like, I feel like you run at like a higher capacity. Like, you're able to kind of maintain all these other areas of your life that other people might not be able to see, because it's like the unseen, like the mental and emotional, right? For this person or this other energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like there's this energy where they really wanted to go the long haul with you. So this workplace wanted you to work there forever, or these friends, or this relationship, or whatever the other energy is. Like, they really thought that this would go the long haul. When they first met you, or when you first came into their lives, they thought it was a bad match, that it was going to be something short-lived, and now they're hoping for the chance of that you'd even give them a chance for something long-term. I'll give them a chance again, I'm hearing. Because they see your value now. They see your worth. They see, like, the unseen parts now, right? But usually that's what happens. Like, if someone can't value all of you, can't see all of you, and they just kind of see the surface level stuff, and put value on you based on those surface value stuff, like how much money you bring in, your status, your health, your looks, like how many friendships you have, and how many awards you have, and stuff like that. And they don't take the time to see, like, how much you've worked on yourself in other ways too, the unseen parts, you know? Then usually that's what happens. Like, they'll eventually see your value because you're giving it to them. You're adding value to them by giving them mental and emotional clarity, and they can't give that back to you. In fact, they kind of gaslight you maybe sometimes, and by the time they finally see your value, you kind of already moved on. Like, that's usually this type of connection. That's usually what it is, right? But in terms of mental emotional health, is this a good connection for you? I feel like it helped you by having you fight for what you believe in and what you know is right for you, for your life. And you helped them by having them unblock their abundance energy. Because I do feel like they were so blocked mentally and emotionally. They're putting value on the wrong things in life. And you're abundant, like, abundance is the way that you unblock abundance energies is different for every person, because you feel abundant. Different things make you feel wealthy or rich or alive or full. And so when you have those things, it's different for different people and different amounts in different areas. Like, when you unlock what truly matters to you, and you actually believe it, like, this is what life is about, and this is what makes me feel rich, and you don't just say it, you just don't think it, but you live it, that is what unlocks your abundance energy for people. So you unlock their abundance energy because you made them realize what actually matters in life for them. Because, like, you kind of were fighting for what matters to you and sticking up for that, and you unintentionally showed it to this person or this group of people. So you added a lot of value to this person's life, and they helped you by giving you a challenge to stick up for what you believe, but also help you out in small ways physically. But that's not what you wanted. It helped you in the moment when things were crashing and burning, but you need something deeper. You need people who can see all of you, and not like months or years into the connection or working there. You need someone who can see you at like face value immediately or almost immediately, you know. So that's kind of what your takeaway is, right? And so, is it good to stay with this person for money, for work, for your environment, home, and success? We kind of covered that a little bit, but, like, just to reiterate really quickly, yeah, the Seven of Pentacles here and the Seven of Wands here, like, I feel like you are meant to have this kind of experience with this person or place, but it's kind of done what it's supposed to, and you're not going to get really anything more out of this. And I think sometimes you hope that, you know, maybe maybe in the recent past you were kind of hoping something would still work out with this person or situation, but you kind of already know it's like dead and gone. It's like done. Yeah, so receiving and giving. Yeah, at this point, like, you know, you would add value to other people's life, like this person's life or this energy or this place there. You would really greatly help them, because that's the way you think. You think long term, you think longevity, you think the long haul, whereas most people kind of think short term gratification, short term results and goals, and surface level success, right? And so you need to pivot away from that. It's very clear to you, obviously. Like, you already know. This is probably me just confirming a lot of things that you know, or probably doing a little bit of review work for you before this new thing comes in. But like, you know, like, these people, like, they want you around because you add value to their life in ways that they didn't see before or didn't do much of before. And I feel like for you, like, it helps you because you like to be giving, you like to help people, but at some point you need to know, like, when to cut that off, you know? 3 of Pentacles, that was another lesson of yours, like, cut people off when you're too giving, you know? That's something you learned here too, because like, they were giving to you in small physical ways, but sometimes you needed like emotional, mental support, and they didn't really know how to do that. They only knew like the physical stuff. If that makes sense. Yeah, in terms of them, are you helping them mentally and emotionally? Physically? Receiving, giving. They're at a place where, well, they definitely know the truth about you now. So I feel like the person kind of running back to you, or you two kind of happen to bump into each other, is because this person is now fully aware consciously that you are a very valuable person who adds to people's life and helps them, like, physically through emotional and mental ways too. Like, you kind of are very holistic in the way that you give to others. And this person definitely sees it. And I feel like this reading could represent like not just one person, but like many people who are like this in your life, you know, because usually you have like similar energies, similar patterns show up at the same time. So I do feel like this person definitely wants to work with you because you obviously do add value. And I feel like they're very close to kind of, they're kind of in a place where they're kind of stuck, or maybe they don't know what to do next. And you've been a real inspiration for this person to like figure out what to do next, you know, or this workplace, this business, whatever. Yeah, I feel like because I do get an energy of like maybe 1 or 2 or people, or like a small group, maybe like a small group of family or whatever, small friend group or something, or co-workers or something like that. But then I also get this other energy of like people that like really get influenced by the way you think and the way you do things that you might not really know too much about. Maybe it's things that you say online that you think like, oh, no one's like watching this or reading this or commenting, but there's so many people that you're actually like changing the minds of. When you're talking to a friend, someone might overhear and be like, oh wow, that's a really profound way to look at that, or like, I want to include that in my life or my relationship. And so like, there's a lot of things that you're helping. You've helped a lot of people, so many more people than you know, in this way, pile 3. Okay, and so yeah, is this connection going to help you at all physically? Receiving, giving. Sorry, my camera turned off for some reason right when I was saying that. So like, that's something important, because like I'm hearing cut it off, right? Cut it off. Like the camera like literally cut off. And with the 7 of Pentacles that came through, I was literally saying like, yeah, never say never. But I'm getting, it's kind of more of like a seed was planted and you're going to watch it grow, but like not with each other. Like, you guys both planted a seed in each other's minds about like how to come at some of these things in life. And it's like you're going to watch it grow in your life. And you're going to be reminded of this person or situation that helped plant that seed, but not, you know, it's not something that you always like necessarily need to look back at or remember. Like the important part was the seed and the information that it gave, not necessarily the person that planted the seed or when or how. Like, that's what I'm kind of getting. Yeah, okay. And then what if you cut off this person? Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you kind of know that like it's time to kind of move forward and move forward pretty quickly. So at this time, you might be kind of guided to kind of cut and go. And I do feel like a sense of gratitude here, a lot of love for showing love, a lot of love for this particular situation or person or people that like you had some good times with, but like it's circling the drain. Like you're circling like death if you continue to put hope or energy into this connection. And even if they're growing now, it's like you're kind of like, it would have been helpful if they were growing at the same time that you were kind of going through this, but it's kind of a little too late, and like you're kind of growing way past where this person is maybe finally starting to grow, and you need to find people who are in the same forest that you are. Yeah, so if you stay with this person, you're not. It's just like so clear. Like I feel like you already made the decision. You're like, no, I gotta go. I know that for sure. This is just extra layer of confirmation for you. Pile 3. Yeah, you're meant to. Oh wow, the Empress is meeting their Emperor. So I feel like whether you're male or female, like you're definitely very, very. Because we talked about how healed and powerful you are in your unseen energies, which is the feminine, the mental, emotional, the spiritual realm. You're very, very strong, and you're gonna meet someone who has all that plus the physical. So you finally came into your powerful physical energies as well, along with all the spiritual stuff, and you're gonna meet someone who is also on par with that, very strong physical and spiritual energies. Your true match here, your soulmate level match. Yeah, and like for them, Knight of Swords and the Sun card, I gotta say, like, you did inspire them to kind of, because they're kind of stuck and they know you to be that well of inspiration. So they're coming to you with kind of like, what should I do next, or what should I work on healing wise, like what am I not aware of? And they already got the push from you. You already planted the seed. They know they can do this themselves now. They just needed to know that. So you kind of exiting their life is also kind of telling them like, you're okay to do this on your own now, or you can find other people or whatever. Like, you don't need me. Like, you can figure this out yourself, or figure out, where to get inspiration or some advice or guidance from yourself now. So like they're gonna go figure it out themselves because you're not feeding this energy anymore, and it's time that they do it themselves. And for you, you're being called elsewhere and you know it and you're ready to go. Let me see where exactly are you being called, because it seems like you have like a real like knowing. Passion project. Yeah, so there was a lot of like passion here, and we see that with the heartbreak here. You might have had a lot of love for this person or place or situation or work, and it's kind of being kind of like, yeah, network of people in reverse. I do feel like you're connecting with the right people, I'm hearing. And with the network in reverse, I'm getting the right people in a lot of different areas of your life, which is really important. I feel like you need the right type of inspiration, support, people who can dive deep, people who can know what you're talking about, that kind of thing. Many friends. See, there you go. Definitely a lot of people, but like not just in the friend category, not just like network, but like also with work, with like soul family, with community, with like your specific hobbies and interests. Like you're going to find the right people in a lot of areas of your life that resonate with, because you're not standing for it. You're like, I'm only going to give my energy to people who can give me back energy in the same like amount. Not always, but like that are kind of on the same level, rather than people who are on completely different levels than me, right? Like you're not standing for anything less anymore, and that's going to come through in a very powerful way for you. Yeah, receiving offer and opportunity, and a friend that wants more. For some of you, you might even, a soulmate, yep, there you go. So for some of you, you might get an opportunity or offer from someone who wants to work with you. This could be platonic or romantic soulmate that you kind of work together on a passion project or a business with. And that's what's coming in. And that's going to lead to like finding more people who are on your level. I just want to clarify this like receiving offer and opportunity, because it came out in reverse. I'm like, are they giving you an offer and opportunity? A tower in reverse. Yeah. It's going to come out of nowhere, and it's going to happen soon. Because like once you kind of deal with this is a huge energy that we just covered and reviewed, pile 3. We did some inner work together to kind of finish something out for you, like that you already clearly knew about. This is just extra confirmation. But I think you already know that also when you kind of do this kind of level of inner work, that's really huge, really profound, magic happens. The universe is going to send in a miracle, an offer from someone who obviously clearly wants to be more than a friend with you. Like, even if it's platonic, it's like, lifelong friends, like soulmate level friends. But for some of you, it could be like a romantic partner that wants to work on a passion project, whether that's like in work, outside of work, a business, a side gig, or just like a creative project, whatever it is. This person's going to come in, and it's going to also, you're going to have a lot of people come in who just can be able to give you back the energy that you give to others just so naturally. It's like, I think some people might question who are not spiritual, that like, well, why are you giving out so much energy then? Like, why don't you just keep your energy for yourself? It's like, well, if you're a giving person, if you're someone who like, you're human, like we like to connect with other people. Like not everyone's like even if you're an introvert or you have specific niche interests or you like working by yourself, doesn't mean you're gonna like love being by yourself all the time. You do want to connect with other people. Even if you're an intellectual, you want to connect with other intellectuals about, come together once in a while and share ideas. And I feel like that's the kind of energy I'm getting here right now. It's like everyone wants to be able to talk to other people about things that they like, and similar interests. Like, and so like, this is kind of that energy. Like, you're going to find people who can give you the same energy back, whatever that is for you. All right, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment. This is a newer topic. I've never done this topic before, and it's a newer style. Let me know if you want like a more like a similar topic, but maybe more refined spread. I can definitely do that. I'd love to work on that. And a reminder that I do have that yearly overview reading available for a short time, $60, which is like half the price I usually have this type of reading at. It's usually double that. That is, health, career, money, love. We go over everything, and especially like questions you have, what you're interested in, and what spirit thinks that you might find interesting. So email me if you want that reading for limited time only this month. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. We're looking at what happens if you choose or if you stay with this person or this path. We're going to be looking at what the energy between you, this person or situation is, and the energy between the two of you in the near past, near future, and like, is it helpful for you mentally, emotionally, relationship-wise, health-wise, and also is it good for you physically, career, money, abundance, success-wise? And then at the end, we'll look at like, is it good if you stay, just keep in touch, or like completely cut off? Okay, so just a reminder, I do have that yearly overview reading available just for a limited time, and it's like $60, which is like half the price of like what a reading like that usually is. It's usually double that, so I'll tell you more about that at the end if you're interested. But let's get started. So the energy between you and this person or the situation. The Page of Cups. I'm hearing like a love calling. A love calling. The Empress. Okay, I hear like someone who's like calling you to kind of be your best self. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, wow. So I do feel this kind of energy of, I feel like this is someone who's like new, or just someone who's just like kind of coming in, just showing their face a little bit, like maybe showing up energetically at first. And they're kind of really they're coming into your energy because you're in a really good place or about to be soon in your own energies, in your own life. And it's kind of like this new opportunity or this new calling needs you to be at your best. Not that you will always be at your best, but like to start this new cycle or start this new chapter, like you do, it's like recommended that you kind of are coming with your best foot forward kind of thing. So like I'm hearing this like calling, this thing is calling on you, and it's like inspiring you and motivating you to get to your best energies. And I feel like you are kind of already in that phase, like getting into your best like version of yourself right now. It's fated. It's destined. Okay. So giving and receiving. How is this person? How are you receiving and giving? Okay, so this is an opportunity coming in. This person or situation or group or whatever energy is coming in with opportunity for you. And I feel like you can sense it. I feel like you're a very intuitive person. The Empress representing you, whether you're male or female, just someone who's like highly attuned, very intuitive. And so you've been picking up on the signs. You've been kind of picking up on this person or energy or this business or entity, whatever, that is going to come into your life with an opportunity. I feel like it's already kind of in your energies, and you're being guided to kind of listen and jump on it when it comes in, or jump on it right now. You might already know what this opportunity is, and the Spirit is telling you like, yes, go forward with this. Even if you don't know what the next steps are, like this is it. Like move forward with this. Before I was setting up for this reading, I heard like lose yourself in the moment from Eminem, kind of like this opportunity. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, so when you see it, you feel it, you know it, you're getting prepped for it. Like you're intuitive. So like your spirit guides are like yelling at you like, oh my God, like when this comes in, pay attention. Passed over loved ones, energies and entities, archangels and ascended masters that helped you like a long time ago, or, you know, are temporary spirit guides for you. They're all coming in, ETs and benevolent beings, angel guard, everyone's coming in, all the elementals, even like the trees energy are coming in. It's like pile forward when this opportunity comes in, pay attention, please. And so I do get that like you've been well alerted, and you know with a lot of sign synchronicities that you're probably getting so many sign synchronicities like off the chains, because this is a very important, pivotal time in your life. Okay, and so this person or energy, what are they receiving and giving? Okay, with the Devil in reverse, I do feel like they're gonna kind of, I'm getting a physical opportunity rather than like a energetic one, you know, like, because a lot of times when we're working with like energies, we kind of sometimes see an energetic opportunity, but it's like our job to like take this person up, like pick up what Spirit is putting down. But this case is an actual physical opportunity coming to you. And the Emperor here like kind of confirms that for me. But this is the Wheel of Fortune, and this person's like receiving and giving. The thing is, you are like the missing link. Like you are what would complete this person or this project or this business or this situation, this energy. Like you would be the perfect fit, and like I feel like it doesn't blow up without you. Like this role needs to be filled, and you're the perfect person for it, or like one of the top candidates for this new opportunity. And like without you, there is no project. Without you, there is no business. Without you, there is no project or whatever, or relationship. Like, so I feel like you are very much necessary if this person wants to pursue this type of project or relationship or whatever it is. So like you are very much a key factor. It's kind of, I'm getting almost like dumb luck. I'm hearing that they happen to come across you, that where this is like the perfect opportunity. Okay, so like the Page of Cups, this situation, what is it like for the two of you? How does it help you and this person? Okay. Nine of Wands for you. Okay, and then Knight of Wands. You have done as much as you can physically on your own, and now like an outside opportunity has to come in. So I do feel like as a spiritual people, my spiritual folks, my spiritual brothers and sisters on this channel that come across my readings, like, like we're someone who like gets inner work done. If anything comes up, we see the higher perspective. We see if there's any healing work that can be done, anything that can be like new insights to help your life now. Like you kind of do all the energy work, right? As it comes up, like you're that good at it. Like you do it in the moment. Like when it comes up, you do it. It makes you look at life in a different perspective, because you kind of look at like the energy around, or how can this situation help you or the people around you right now. Like you look at life differently just because you're so good at doing inner work. You do kind of inner work for everyone, but there's a point where you've done as much as you can on your end, and coming from someone who's also very spiritual, you are really good with your inner universe, but that is coming outwardly now. You're going to see yourself connect with the physical world in a different way than you have before. And one of those moments is now, with this energy coming in for you more strongly, or this energy that's been it's been in your energy. Because I feel like this is like something that's like, it's like, are you choosing to stay with this energy? I feel like stay the course with something that you've been kind of guided to do intuitively. It's now physically coming in. So choosing to stay on this path that might have not resulted in too many physical results, may have not proved to show a lot of physical results, but has a little bit here and there. You get a little bit, but that's it. Now you're gonna get the big thing, right? A very in-your-face physical opportunity that matches this energy you've been kind of holding faith in. That's why I'm getting this is like a very faith and destiny-based type of energy. Yeah. And it definitely feels like a path. It does seem like a physical person comes in with this opportunity, but this is a path you've been following for a very long time now. It's more energetic. It's like your spiritual path, your authentic path. You've been listening to your own voice, your own heart. That's kind of what this person and opportunity and path represents. Okay, I just itched the tip of my nose, so it was like on point, on the nose. Okay, so let's look at the recent past and see if this energy is good for you mentally and physically. Okay, so in the recent past, how have you been feeling this energy? Has it been helpful? You, the energy, and the other person or energy. Okay, so I feel like you might have had a lot of like internal fights and battles holding faith, for sure. This is definitely faith-based reading. You kind of like, I don't know, I'm not saying anything. Should I let it go? This is receiving, giving. I feel like I'm not getting much and I'm releasing a lot. I don't have much to show for it. Mentally, emotionally, yeah, I'm a much better person. But what about physically? I would like some increase in finances. I like some, increase in property and physical material things. You're like, I've done the inner work. Like, how is my physical external world not matching it? So you're like, I'm putting way too much in energetically with like not as much physical output. The mental and emotional output, yeah, spiritually I'm sound and great, but what about the physical stuff? So I feel like in the recent past, it's kind of like sometimes like, you had to like feel your pulse and be like, am I still like alive and doing this? Like how, like when am I going to get life on full force? Like, how long am I going to be draining my energy and just doing all this background stuff I'm hearing? Whereas for this energy, the Queen of Pentacles, receiving and giving. Wow, the King and Queen of Cups. This is definitely like the manifestation of like a soul mission. And with the Queen and King of Cups here, like whoever you're going to be working with, you're definitely going to be working with your romantic partner, whether you're in a relationship with who you feel like is your divine counterpart right now or will be soon. Like this person is coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. For me represents like the soul mission type of career or physical work, right? The domestic life, setting up the community, setting up the home, and setting up the business that is related to your passion. You know, so I'm getting this kind of energy of like the 5D way of everything you've been working on. Because I feel like you're like, I've done the work, but why isn't it manifesting? And it's because you're doing kind of 3D and 5D energetic work. But you started off with like 3D energy work, and then you moved on to 5D energy work in between there. And 3D energy work is like kind of like things that you had to unlearn about this physical life that, you know, you're kind of subjected to, kind of like inundated with, like when you were in school, with society, with your family, with customs and religion and culture. The aspects that were not resonating with you anymore, having to unlearn that. So those are like a lot of 3D work, a lot of trauma, like 3D traumas and healing that you need to do, a lot of karmic healing and stuff. But there was a lot of 5D work in there, like looking at like what you are interested in, what you are passionate about, your creativity, how you are in service to others, and what do you like to explore and learn about and curious about? Like there was a lot of 5D work in there, but for a lot of it, the huge chunk of it was a lot of 3D inner work, which is really heavy, and we're living in heavy times. So congratulations to you, Pile 4, because to unpack a lot of that 3D stuff, whether you did a lot of it on your own or with help, is a lot, especially in this time in our life when we were in the Iron Age, like finishing up the Iron Age into the Golden Age, like that type of energy. Like this is a time where humans have a ton of stuff to unpack, right? More than any other age. And we're kind of like the leaders, the spiritual leaders that kind of get humanity to do it, because it's a lot and it's not fun and you don't want to do it. But you get a lot of 5D work in there, which is like things that resonate with you, the things that make you excited, that makes you kind of want to go out there and live life to the fullest. And so now you're probably at a point, haven't done so much 3D work in the past, you're doing more 5D work now. In the recent years or months, you've been doing a lot of 5D inner work, which is kind of like looking at the future vision and, you know, how to bring in 5D businesses, how to bring in 5D relationships and stuff like that. Sorry, I didn't know my phone was not on silent. All right, so it was like a spam call, but the number, the phone number, I always look up the angel number sometimes, like if it makes sense, like if in that moment I'm like, oh, like there's a reason I got the call, like I looked it up, and it was like a very, like, you know, like not a number that's like sequential or repeating or anything, so it's like a very specific number, right? And the number, it literally means turning your creative passions and hobbies into a source of income, urging you to seize opportunities for joy and financial independence by dedicating yourself fully to your talents, often with guidance for balance and harmony in your life. Like literally we're talking about like your soul mission, right? And oh my god, I went to go look at the Joanne Sacred Scribes version, and it says like, message that the work and effort you have been putting towards your life purpose has been acknowledged by the angel. Like, didn't I just say like your like guides and everyone are like applauding you? Because like seriously, Pile 4, you did a lot of the inner work that most people don't even touch, don't even want to touch, they keep themselves busy because they don't want to sit down with their thoughts and emotions for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just sat with it and over and over and over again and did that. And not only did the 3D stuff, but now you're able to do the 5D stuff and you're interested in and you get it. That angel number also mentions like removing yourself from negative situations and circumstances. Negative people and situations bring you down, deplete your energies, and lower your vibrational rate. You want positive change. If you want to experience positive changes, you must surround yourself with people and experiences that enrich your life, and we can definitely like feel that energy coming in for you. And then a quick mention is like the food that you eat and how you treat your body is going to be really important. So like massage yourself, put on like healthy, organic, natural stuff on your body, and eat good. There's a reason. It's like you're getting primed You're getting into Empress energy, like being in your best energies for a reason. You probably even, before coming into this reading, you probably have been like kind of exiting anything in your life, any people or situations or places that like are not good, and you know it. You're super highly aware of that, and you're also probably taking care of your body a little bit more. You might be just something health conscious in order to get ready for this new energy that you know is coming in, because you can feel it. You've been sensing it for a while now. And there was a second angel number that came through with that phone number, which is signifying a spiritual call to embrace your life's purpose. New beginnings, balance in relationships, spiritual wisdom, completion, intuition, and guidance. And then also encouraging you to try something new and different and get excited and motivated and enthusiastic about your life. We were literally talking about that. You're getting excited, like you're having, like, checking your pulse, like, am I alive? Like, this is so boring. This is draining my energy. Oh my goodness. Like, literally everything I just said was extra confirmed by Spirit right now with very specific numbers. They were 2262 and then 2917. Crazy extra layer. Do you see how divinely aligned that was? Wow. Stretch yourself beyond what you think you can do to learn new skills and assist you in other areas of your life. Yeah, you're going to get assisted in this new area of life. Be open-minded to receive inspiration and angelic guidance. Making positive choices and reconnecting to life's wonder and experience a deeper meaning and purpose to your life. Yeah, I do feel like this is someone who's coming in, especially with the Empress and Emperor here. Like, this is obviously a very, very strong connection, not just to this person or this group of people or situation. It's a connection to your life purpose. It's like you're connecting to this like whole energy, this oversoul of an energy that like has a lot of parts to it. Yeah, maybe a romantic partner or a platonic soulmate, soul family member, or a group of people or a community or a big business or a new idea, a new project. But it's like all of these things, not just one, We talked about your health and we talked about your lifestyle, and they're like connecting with like disconnecting with anything negative and connecting with everything positive in your life again. So like you're literally moving into 5D. So we see that. That's why you're thinking more 5D and you're reconnecting. You're going to be manifesting better because you're going to be in the 5D energies, and you're going to be manifesting like 5D businesses, ideas, work, situations, communities, people, and that's just how it goes. Okay, so yeah, the King and Queen of Cups. And so even for this person, like they feel it. They're like, this isn't just like my person or like a really, really good person coming into my life, but this is also like my life purpose coming in. They feel it. They're like, this is like bigger than us, type of energy. So they feel like they come in with an opportunity. They know that they need you and you need them. There's like a mutual understanding there. And the Ace of Cups, which is really like love, like there's definitely love here, like very strong, very profound love between the two of you. It might not start romantic right away. It might be platonic if you already have a romantic partner, but I do feel like there's a ton, an immense amount of love because there's passion not just for each other, but there's passion for the work that you two are doing. Let's see how that works out for the two of you. Work and choices. Okay, so I do feel like they're providing work for you and you're providing them with a pathway, decision, choices, and your abilities. Whatever your abilities are, like they know how to profit from it. They know how to like edit it, refine it, sell it. Like you're the creative and they're the practical business person. I do feel a very strong divine feminine, divine masculine. Doesn't matter which one you are, but I do feel that very, very strongly. Of course, this reading can be read vice versa. But I do feel like one person is bringing in the work and the one person is bringing in the talent. I mean, there's both on both ends right now, but like it's like very, like there's a reason why you couldn't like with the Nine of Wands here, like there's a reason you could only do as much as you could. And there's a reason this person is being called to go outside of themselves to find inspiration. They have the work ethic, but they don't have the right ideas or inspiration. You have the right ideas and inspiration, but you don't have the right tools or resources or like 3D world business or financial know-how to make that all happen. And I do feel like even though both of you are maybe really push your talents to its limits, there's sometimes you got to know, if you're a good leader, you got to know like what you're good at and what you're not good at, and like what you need, what when you need people outside of yourselves to fill that gap, that hole that you don't have, to make up for something that you're not good at. You know when to call in a team member to fill that. So that's what I'm getting. Like, you both are really good leaders, and you recognize and understand when someone can do something better than you, or if you're not good at something, you need someone else that can do that for you, right? So that's what I'm getting here, pile 4. All right, so let's see. Is this person or situation good for your mental, emotional health? Is it a good relationship for you and them? It's you, connection, and them. Wow. Absolutely. It is definitely, like, the yes card with the sun, like, it is absolutely in their best interest to pin you down, you know? To win you over, to get you on their team, because you are, I'm hearing winner, winner, chicken dinner. You are the winner. You are the person who's going to bring in the bread, you know? You're a unique talent, and that's hard to find, and you know it too. It's so funny. Like, your ideas, or what you have, your skill set, like what you're bringing to the table is refined and highly professional and very, like, it's extremely well curated. Like, you took a lot of time. Like, you didn't necessarily go down like the conventional path, even if you picked a conventional career or skill or whatever your abilities are. You kind of like went where your heart was guided. Even if like you were at a business, they're like, this is the ladder up. You kind of did what your heart was saying. Like, no, I want to learn more about this department. And, no, I want to work with this person specifically because they have some leadership skills, and I want to learn how to be a leader from this person, even though they're not related to anything I'm working on, like not related to the end goal, like the area I want to end up in. Like, this person has the leadership qualities I want to learn. So you've made your own path. You carved your own path. And that's why you are very, very, like, unique and very, like, skilled in, like, a very specific way. I mean, I'm getting that, like, what's that thing where it's like, I had to look up the line from the movie. It's from the movie Taken. So I can't memorize like lines from movies or lyrics from songs and stuff like that. That's like my default. So like, if I need to go to AI to figure out this quote, I will do it. I know my downfall. It's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills I have acquired over a long career. Like that quote. Was Liam Neeson, my other downfall. I can't remember people's names often. So, little AI assist right there. Yeah, so you know, like you are Liam Neeson in that that energy. Like, I know what I'm good at and what I'm here for. I don't know why I'm doing that raspy, raggedy voice, but anyway, like, I feel like you know, you feel like a super badass, like, secret agent kind of person sometimes, with the skills that you acquired and how you did it. Like, it was very unique to you. You didn't listen to the normies out there. You did what you had to do in the way that you knew was best for you. And yeah, that's okay. So how is it mentally, emotionally helpful to you, receiving and giving? So you're more in your feminine energies right now, pile 4, where you are ready to kind of receive this opportunity. Like, you worked on your skills, and now it's up to the universe to manifest it for you. And you kind of know it. You're like, I did what I had to do. Now it's up to the universe to hold up its end of the bargain, and it will pull through. Receiving and giving. Yeah, I definitely feel like the person who's coming in to give you this opportunity, they might be really, like, crushed. They might be going through some sort of heartbreak, and I'm getting it's because something didn't work out and they couldn't get, like, the secret sauce recipe. You know, I'm hearing, like, they're like, I couldn't get the secret ingredient. Like, I'm doing everything right. Why can't I get the secret ingredient? And you're the secret ingredient. And so they might come in a little bit kind of crushed and then they see your energy and they're like kind of really hopeful and like holding on. They're like, yes, this is what I needed, you know? It doesn't even have to be like a career or business or project, like an art project or a music project or a charity project. It could just be like maybe like a relationship or like someone you can do inner work with and healing work with. Like there's some mutual, like I'm hearing like barter. Like there's something that you both are getting from each other that's really helpful, and like it's like the other person excels in the thing that you lack in, for sure. So just like a heads up, like you might get them kind of in a distraught state and you kind of know how to handle it because you're really good in your mental emotional state. Okay, and then the Chariot, which is another reason they're attracted to your energy, is because like you're able to kind of make sense for them their own emotions and mental state in regards to like something physical, this physical project or business that they couldn't like really fully get off the ground for some reason, or like not the way that they wanted it to, or their work or their family relationships. You know me, if you've been watching my stuff, like career and life's work and like having relationships with others, it's like the same thing to me. Like it's life's work, what you're meant to work on day to day in this life. Okay, the Chariot and them. Okay, so you are definitely absolutely helping this person. You could tell because they're coming in a little bit distraught. Receiving and giving. Yeah, they're coming in. They're like they have an open mind. I feel like they only have an open mind in regards to you. I feel like you're the only one who can like talk them down or help them see things in a different way. Like if another person came in that had even like was similar to you, they would not be able to explain it to the way that they needed it explained or guided or comforted in a way they need to be guided or comforted. Does that make sense? So you have like they listen to you for a specific reason. They're unguarded and open to you for a specific reason. That's interesting. We're going to pull another card for why. Yeah, it's because like you're helping, like you put together more things in one. Like you put it together in this, and make whatever guidance or help or comfort they need in relation to their entire life and their whole like way they see things, rather than just like giving them advice, you know? Like you open them up to kind of seeing how this information or wisdom or advice can help them in their life, not just this particular problem with their work or whatever that they're having. Does that make sense? It's kind of like you're looking at this the wrong way. It's not an issue you have with this specific thing at work. It's an issue you have with how you see your reality right now. Like you kind of shift their like perspective in that big a way that they're like, whoa, yeah, okay, I got it. And because you opened that door for them, like they're willing to trust you because you're the one who opened that door for them. Does that make sense? So Chariot, mentally and emotionally, spiritually, this connection is really good for you and you know it. They don't know it yet, even though you are helping them mentally and emotionally, because like most people who are in that kind of mindset, like more in the physical, right, 3D kind of stuff, they sometimes don't understand the value of working on your mental and emotional and spiritual self. And you kind of see everything in that way. So it's kind of like they might not see it at first, how much you're helping them. Even though you're helping them like tremendously, like more than anyone else has ever helped them in their life, you know, even if it's like something little at first. It's that little shift that causes a big shift I'm seeing. So they might not see it at first, but yeah, this is like a symbiotic relationship I'm hearing. Like you both are helping each other tremendously. You know it. They don't actually know it yet, at least in the beginning. What about physically? Is this person or situation or path good for you money-wise, work-wise, in terms of your environment, your home, and success energies? This is you. This is the energy or the connection between the two of you. And this is the other person. Yeah, see, Two of Swords. And okay, so like I'm getting this energy of like, yeah, immediately they recognize that you are helping them mentally, emotionally, but they just don't get it at first. Six of Cups, like they are falling head over heels for you. Whether it's platonic or romantic, they're like, oh my goodness, I love this person. Like they rocked my world. Like I need to like be around them. So receiving and giving. They're willing to kind of open up their minds just because of you. Like I feel like if it was anyone else, if they didn't help them with that one specific 3D work thing, they wouldn't have believed you, you know? So it's like the universe kind of divinely guided you to help them with that very physical 3D issue and problem with work or something like that. Train with soul confirmation in a spiritual way. So they're open to more spiritual based or mentally, emotionally based solutions. Does that make sense? And so they open up their, again, I said like this is short-lived. This is only in the beginning that they don't get it, but then they see kind of like how you can, the application of this potential like theory or way of approaching life. They're very open to it. I feel like you open up the floodgates for them because they didn't realize how much they had to work on. And it all kind of comes to the surface. You open up one thing spiritually and then they're like, oh, cool, okay. Oh, this can apply to like other areas of your life. Wait, what's happening? And then boom, they're hit with like everything in their life in terms of spirituality, right? Okay, for you, is it beneficial physically? Because for them, it's beneficial spiritually. They feel like I'd be careful because I feel like this person is going to have an infatuation with you because you're someone who kind of like changed their world view or something like that. And that usually forms an attachment in the beginning. For you, receiving and giving. Yeah, I feel like you're like, person, you're not on my level. Let's not get this confused. We're not together. We're not going to be best friends. Like, we just have this mutual, platonic, professional business relationship. Let's keep it at that, you know, is what I'm getting from you, your energy. I feel like you even feel like you're helping this person more than they're helping you. And it kind of makes you feel like, okay, is this person legit? Like, are they going to pull their weight? Like, are they going to put their money where their mouth is? Because, like, I'm willing to help any person that kind of comes across me that, like, I feel guided to help. Like, that's cool. But this was, like, an opportunity. And I feel like they're just kind of, I'm just helping them right now. And they're not really helping me. You know? It's like, this is supposed to be mutual. Like, it's supposed to be a business opportunity. And now I'm just, like, helping them, like, emotionally. Like, what's going on here? So I feel like then you start kind of doubting it because you're like, oh, here's this person promising like a lot of like financial or physical or business help, and then you end up just kind of waddling them. Is that a word? Swaddling them. Yeah, that's what it is. Like a baby. Like a big crying baby. Because I feel like something just like pops for them. Makes sense for them. Okay, Two of Swords. So is it good? Is it good for both of you, this situation, physically, financially, career-wise, success-wise? Is it actually good for the two of you? For you and for them. It is absolutely good for them. The Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune again for them. This is absolutely 100% so beneficial and helpful to them. And for you, it does get you kind of working and collaborating with someone, but like I think you were hoping for like more of a return based on how much you're giving and helping this person. Let me see if that changes in the future. Yeah, because you're like, what am I getting out of this situation? You know, you had some promises, like what? And I'm gonna check, like, is it with this person that you get? Yes, okay. So I think like in the short term future, you're like, okay, at least I'm working with someone instead of working by myself or with very few people that I can work with. You're like, at least I have some people in my corner now. because this is like a soul mission project. And so I think you're going in a completely new direction in terms of work or your career or your passion project or whatever this work situation is. You're going in a completely new direction. I feel like this time you're kind of feeling like, okay, I don't have to go it alone. At least I have some people in my corner, maybe one or a few people. You're like, okay, well, that's better than nothing, right? But then in the medium term, so maybe several months after that, you're kind of like, nothing is happening. Maybe several months even after that, you're like, oh, like, is this even gonna be fruitful, like helpful to me? And then eventually, yes, it does become fruitful and helpful. We get like a timing card for, yeah, I feel like in the first meeting in the first week, you're kind of like hopeful, like, oh, this seems like a good idea. This could be something that could turn into something. And then I feel like, yeah, I feel like in a cycle, yeah, the notes 1, 9 and 1, 0 in a cycle. For how long? Multiple cycles. Oh, geez. And I feel like it's like a few times. How many times? A week and a half. Okay, so yeah, a week and a half. We got like 19 days kind of thing. So I feel like in the first like few weeks, you end up kind of just like, because they're bubble pops, right? And they're like, oh my God, all this spiritual stuff is real. And I don't know, they come to a realization. Maybe they are a spiritual person, but they didn't see something in a specific light, or maybe they found out something about themselves, or I don't know, something happens and this person, maybe they fall in love with you, and like, I don't know, like something happens to this person that changes their emotions drastically to the point where they like kind of break down, and you're like comforting them. You're like, oh my goodness, we're supposed to be working on this, but now I'm here like helping them, emotionally, support wise. So like you're excited in the first week, like, oh yeah, we're getting something off the ground, or the first like beginning of it, maybe the first week, first month or something. And then for the next like few weeks or few months, you're just helping them get over this like thing that they just discovered about themselves. And you're like, oh my goodness, what is happening here? And then there's like a few times in that, that happens a few times, like you guys like both like set up like a business conference or a meeting, maybe, plan to kind of meet up and work on this. And then they kind of just break down. You're like, oh my goodness, like, when are they going to stop breaking down? And are we actually going to do this? Then I'm getting like, there's like one person in particular that's like the main person that's like that you're working with, but there might be 1 or 2 other people. It could be just the 2 of you, but there might be 1 or 2 other people that you're working on this with, small group. But then, what happens here? Okay. And then it starts, and then you're like, okay, like they came through. This is good. Days. So don't worry. Like, it all kind of happens pretty quickly, but I feel like you're kind of in the beginning, a few months. So I feel like for some of you, it could be like a week, a few weeks, and then a few months after that. And for other, like, in terms of, let's work together. Oh no, they're crashing and burning. Is anything going to happen? Yes, we finally got things off the ground. For others of you, it's going to be like a month, a few months, and then like several months that like this all happens. But like, depends, different for different people. But there's like this common, because Spirit wouldn't give me a time frame if it wasn't like a common theme in this time frame for anyone who comes across this reading, this pile, is that sense of like, oh no. And they're telling you specifically ahead of time because like they want you to know like this is the right path, but there is a bit of a adjustment period for the both of you. Okay, so let's finish off this reading once and for all. I just saw 444, which is this is pile 4. So this is an energy of something is forming, something is being built in the 5D way, not the 3D way. Is it good to keep on this path? Should you just work on it right now, but kind of like leave it open maybe to bumping into this person or this situation in the future, or maybe should you cut it off once and for all? Should you stick with this path? Yes. I'm getting it's private victory. When the 6 of Wands comes out in reverse, for me, it's like a private victory. So there's like good things happening, but not everyone knows about it. So I'm getting this is very hush-hush on the down low. you might be talking to this person and maybe one or two other people, but that's all the people that know. This is something you're definitely developing. It's kind of like if you have a business idea, you kind of want to work on it behind the scenes before you kind of put it out there in public. You don't want to tell too many people about it. You kind of want to work on it silently. But I do see victory if you choose to keep going on this path. And like, it's like kind of like the thing where like you might start doing well and start getting successful behind the scenes, but you don't want to tell everyone yet. You don't want to show off. You're still working on it, still in the beginning stages. So you're kind of like keeping it hush hush. But I do see success in the immediate future, but maybe like private and quiet success that you might not like post on Facebook or something. Okay, so should you just work on it right now, but cut it off in the near future? Kind of just see where it goes right now. The Hanged Man, no, in reverse. Like, I do feel like this is something you've been waiting for. And even though there's like a little bit of an adjustment period in the beginning, like it is something that you're going to be happy you kind of stuck it out with. And should you cut this energy off, is it not good for you? Two of Cups in reverse. I think the only part that might be kind of different for different people that come across this pile is the love factor, because I do feel like for some of you, this might be someone who ends up having a huge crush on you and like just falling in love with you. And for different people, it's gonna be different situations, but some of you might be like, yeah, I feel the same way. For others of you, you might be like, not so much, or especially not in the beginning. Maybe we can be friends, maybe not. And others of you might be want to be strictly professional and like keep it as strictly professional, but it's gonna be different for different people that come across this. Okay, so for you, if you keep this path, yeah, it's gonna take off pretty fast. So like that's why Spirit is saying like, yeah, in the beginning for the first like few months or several months, it might be kind of like, what is happening here? But like, stick with it. It'll be worth your while. And they're letting you know ahead of time just because they want you to know like, yeah, the energy shift is like crazy. Like, because I feel like you shift this person's energy so much and it affects your physical, you affect their emotional energy so much that it affects your physical success and profits a lot in the beginning. You're like, oh my goodness, like what is happening? Is this like, this person isn't being professional? Is this like legit? Like, what should I do? But you're going to find that you really quickly, positively move in this really profound new beginning, this new path, really positively, really successfully, and, you know, really in your best energies. The Empress and the Queen of Wands, like you're looking good, you're feeling good, you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're doing it really well, people know you're doing it really well, responding well to your work. It's good. Okay, in terms of if you just kind of cut this off completely, what's the energy there? Oh, wow, the Tower and the Star card. This is meant to come into your life. I think you might be surprised that it comes with a romantic partner. Even if you're with someone, I do feel like you might get caught up in this romantic situation. The ideal situation here for most would be like, you're single and they're single and this just like is like a match made in heaven, right? But I do feel like for some of you it's just kind of like very unexpected, and that kind of throws you off a little bit because I think you weren't expecting it, or maybe in the beginning you just want to be friends, or maybe one person had a crush on the other person, but maybe both of you had a crush on each other, but like it's like, no, we gotta focus, we gotta get this ready. So there's that type of energy for sure. But it's like unexpected love, and I do feel like whether it's platonic or romantic or whatever, there is like, it hits you in the face, like unexpectedly, like, wow, like this is someone I have a lot of deep feelings for, and pretty fast. Like that's gonna affect work, and I think both of you are really like, no, we gotta focus on work, or maybe one of you is kind of a little bit more wanting to work on the relationship and the other person wants to work on the professional side of the relationship and the business more, you know. Okay, and then what if you just kind of work on it right now, but then cut ties and like maybe touch base in the later. Yeah, there is an energy. If you want to, if you both choose to, put this on the side burner, like put this on the back burner for now. Put this to the side for now. If you want to work on your romantic relationship first, there might be that type of energy. Because like, I'm getting different things for different people. For some of you, you're going to be like not interested. not interested in this person right away or at all, or just like in a friend way, and then like it quickly develops into something more, or maybe vice versa, like you're interested in them but they're not interested in you, and it kind of throws you off a little bit. But there's an energy of where both of you really like each other right off the bat, and might want to take some time to kind of work on that relationship, or someone wants to work on the relationship more in the beginning. Like there's that type of energy where it's just kind of like, maybe it's like a relationship outside of this business connection. Maybe you find the one, maybe it's part of this group, at the same time that you're meeting up with this new like boss or CEO, and you're like, oh, like I just met the love of my life, but I just started a big new project, like I can't let them down. But you're trying to like work on your love life at the same time, because like how can you stop it when it's like feels like the one? So there's that type of energy happening around the same time as this. So you it's gonna be to each your own, like how you handle it, how you feel about this person, how quickly you recognize it, or what you want to do with it. Do you want to push it back? Do you want to wait? Do you want to start it right away? That type of energy for sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I say that's it as if there wasn't like a ton of information just thrown into this reading. That's how my personal readings are like. Like you'll definitely get your money's worth. I definitely make sure every single reading that I do put a lot of heart and soul into it, and every minute is counted for. Like I put out the information there as much as possible. It's definitely worth your money. I do have that yearly overview reading available for a short time this month. And you can email me and I'll give you the information. It's $60, which is like literally half, like seriously half the amount of money I usually charge for a reading like that, for an hour reading like that. Yeah, I usually definitely charge double at least. And we cover everything from health to home to people in your life to career, money. Are you aligned with your spiritual path right now? Are you spiritually healthy, good? And your love life, and any questions you have specifically for what you want to know for the year ahead. And then we also look at what spirit finds is most important for you to know, and then most interesting, something you would want to know and look forward to in the coming year. So if you're interested in that, you can email me, or you can support me through liking and commenting. This is a new topic and a new spread out. I could definitely do a reading like this, but like make it a little bit more concise. If you're interested in that, I'd love that challenge. And yeah, your feedback is really always helpful. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light, beautiful soul.